The idea of bouncing off a fabric surface has been around for a long time. Eskimos had a game where they would toss each other up into the air using a stretched walrus skin. A version of this is still practiced today. In medieval Europe, a popular punishment involved lawbreakers getting tossed into the air on a blanket held by several people. And in 1887, a trampoline-like net was used to catch people jumping out of burning buildings. Trampolines as we know them today were invented in 1936 by Larry Griswold and George Nissen, while they were attending the University of Iowa. They were inspired by trapeze artists and the safety nets that were used in their death-defying feats. Their first trampoline was made in a garage with scrap metal and inner tire tubes. They stretched a piece of canvas and inserted grommets along each side to a metal frame using coiled springs. Nissen was a gymnast who tested their invention. Griswold was a gymnast and entertainer, who toured with the Iowa Hawkeye Circus, using the bouncing rig as it was called, as part of his act. In 1942, the Griswold-Nissen Trampoline and Tumbling Company was started and they began to sell trampolines commercially in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Trampoline means diving board in Spanish. During World War II, trampolines were used to train pilots and navigators in orientation, and later trampolines formed an essential part of space training programs for astronauts. Studies showed that they helped prevent nausea and sickness during space travel, and taught astronauts how to handle zero-G spaceflight and sudden bouncing in space. A NASA study found that trampoline jumping is 68% more efficient than running or jogging. In fact, it proved to be the best exercise to rebuild the lost bone tissue of astronauts whose weightless state caused them to lose 15% of their bone mass. NASA performed a study on rebounding and declared it the most efficient and effective form of exercise devised by man. The first trampoline world championships were organized by Ted Blake, of Nissen, and held in London in 1964. The first world champions were both American, Dan Millman and Judy Wills Klein. Klein went on to dominate and become the most highly decorated trampoline champion of all time. Trampolining became an Olympic event in 2000. Competitors are judged on the height, tricks and turns that they perform. Trampolines are great for cross-sport training and practicing safe acrobatics and landings. Trampolining is a low-impact exercise, because the bouncy mat absorbs the force when you land, preventing jarring of your ankles, knees, hips and spine. It's easier on your joints than running or jogging. Exercising on a trampoline is great for people with knee and joint ailments. A trampoline exercises and tones the whole body, and the G-force that bouncing produces helps to build muscle and burn fat quickly. 5 to 8 minutes on a trampoline is equivalent to running 1 mile and will burn up to 150 calories. Rebounding is also a great way to wake up the systems in your body that are in charge of getting rid of waste. This allows your body to break up and reduce or even remove cellulite. There are a couple of things that you need to be aware of when trampolining. Children under 6 should not use a trampoline under any circumstances. Their bodies are not developed enough, and their bones are not strong enough to handle the impact of repetitive jumping. Allowing children under 6 on a trampoline can cause brain and spine injuries as well as organ damage. High-impact trampolining exercises have been shown to increase the incidence of pelvic floor problems in female athletes. Women with increased risk of pelvic floor problems may need to avoid rebounder exercises or modify them according to their individual level of risk. Overall, the health benefits of trampoline jumping are great. They include increased circulation, improved balance and coordination, better core strength, improved bone density, increased cardiovascular fitness, regulation of the metabolism, and increased muscle strength. We hope that you have enjoyed these curious facts about trampolining. Please like, subscribe and share. Have a kiff and clever day.